BBC School Report with Maddie and Katie behind the camera. We're here today to interview Mandy Davies, a hockey player, former Olympian and past head girl at Arthur Terry. So Mandy, what got you into hockey?
I started hockey when I joined Arthur Terry School, and I was introduced by my sports teacher, Kath Stonebridge, who's still teaching at the school today. And she introduced me to the game and advised me to go and join a local club. And I joined Sutton Coldfield Ladies Hockey Club I think it was when I was 13, and progressed from there really.
Did you always want to play hockey?
Not really. I hadn't set out to just do hockey. I played lots of sports. I had to go at everything. I did lots of athletics and cross country and netball and swimming as well, but I tended to be better at the hockey. Perhaps I took it further because I was more successful at it.
How often did you have to train?
Before any major competition, we were very lucky. We had some time off work, so we were able to train 2-3 times a day. When the times where we were working as well, carrying down a full-time job, we had to work mornings or after work, doing weight training, running, skills work as well.
Which Olympic Games did you compete in?
I competed in the Atlanta Olympic Games in 1996.
How did you feel when you were told you were in the Olympic team?
I was so excited. I didn't really believe it actually until I got down to London and opened up my Olympic suitcase and had all my equipment in there and all our t-shirts and tracksuits and all the special little gifts that you get as part of the Olympic team. And I think it then really dawned on me that I was actually going to the Olympics. It was brilliant.
What was it like at the Olympic Village?
It was enormous, and I couldn't quite believe how big it was. And we had a little tram that used to take us around to all the different places. They even had 9 McDonald's restaurants inside the village, which is just typical of America, although we weren't allowed to eat in there. We used to go to the restaurant, which is where we had all our meals, and sit amongst all the amazing stars that were at the Olympics, and that really kind of made us feel very special, you know, having your breakfast alongside people like Linford Christie, and it was great.
What was the best and worst experience of the Olympic Games?
The worst experience by far was losing our bronze medal to the Dutch. We ended up drawing 0-0 after a full time and then had to go to penalty strokes. And typically, like the England footballers, we failed our mission and we lost on strokes to the Dutch, who were absolutely elated, and we were gutted. There's nothing worse than coming fourth in a competition and just watching that medal slip away. It was very, very sad. Our best moment, I think, was when we turned around our game against the Germans, and we needed to win the game to progress to the bronze medal playoff, and we were 2-0 down, and at half time we didn't think we had to really be positive, and we turned the game around and beat them 3-2, much to their despair, and it was really a greater moment.
In 3 words, describe your Olympic experience.
I would say it's been inspiring, it's been very emotional, and I would say exhausting.
What do you do now with your hockey? Do you still play?
I do still play, certainly not anywhere near the level I used to, as I'm not as fast as I used to be, but I do play for the Ladies Hockey Club, and I help to bring the juniors on and train and play with them as well. I also coach on Sunday mornings, the young under-10s, under-12s and under-14s, and help put a bit of time back into the club, as they were so generous with their time when I was the same age and helped me get on my way to the Olympics, so it's nice to see them progress.
And finally, what would you say to young people who have been inspired by the recent Olympics, such as London and Sochi?
I would say follow your dream, never give up, believe it's possible, and work hard. If you get disappointed at any time, have a think, get on and keep going and never give up, because anything's possible.
Thank you, Mandy. This has been BBC School Report from Four Oaks, Sutton Coldfield.